Welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. I live in Louisiana, and I am so grateful that you stopped by for a visit today. So why don't you grab yourself a drink, maybe a snack, and a project to work on, and let's visit. Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Color Tube. I hope you're all having a great day. I am starting off my day coloring and just relaxing. I have a cup of tea over here that I'm sipping on, and Big Daddy just left for work, and so I thought I would just color on this page. This is a printout free on the internet, a Blythe style doll to color. It's a little girl and she looks like a Blythe style doll to me with a big head. And so I will try to leave the link to this below if I can find it. If I don't leave a link, it means I couldn't find it, but you're welcome to search for it yourself. You could look for Blythe coloring page, Blythe coloring doll, paper doll, because she's the type where you would color all the pieces, cut them out, and you would put it together with those little brads so her arms move and such. So I'll try to find a link, but like I said, if I don't find it, you may have to look for it. I don't know. Anyway, today I'm using some color pencils, and I also have some Prism color pencils. So that's what I'm using to color this page. And for the most part on this dress, I'm just straight coloring, not really shading. Just getting layers of color down on the page. So what are you guys up to today? What do you have going on? What project are you working on? What's your plans for today? So my total plans are, it's Wednesday, the middle of the week, right? We made it to the middle of the week. We're going to celebrate that. But my plans for today are to color this page. I need to find my clothes for the next 2 days, because we will be at doctor's appointments Thursday and Friday. So I need to locate my clothes for that. Get those ready and just do a few things around the house that I need to get done. Tonight I need to get a shower and get everything done tonight, because we will be leaving out at like 5 and tomorrow morning at like 5 a.m. or very close to it. My doctor's appointment, I have to be there at 7:45 for my infusion. And the infusion that I'm getting, it is for autoimmune diseases, lupus, scleroderma, all that. It's a very potent medication, and so I most likely will be losing more hair. The last time I had this infusion, I did lose a lot of hair. So I wouldn't be surprised if this infusion does me on in with the hair. But it will be a long day, and so Big Daddy needs to take something to do, although he does sleep just as much as I do, because just getting up so early and then driving over there, and that man can sleep anywhere. He can sleep in a straight up chair, no problem. He does not have a problem sleeping in a chair. Now I fortunately will be in a nice comfy chair. The facility that I'm going to, they're so sweet, so nice. They'll have me in a nice recliner, chair, and they'll give me a pillow and a warm blanket, and there's a TV right there in my face. And so, you know, we can pick whatever we want to watch. We usually find something on, like, I think it's USA Today or something. Like Law and Order is usually on, or something like that. We usually just put it on that and let that play while we sleep. Because I will be out like a light in no time after I get the Vistaril pre-meds and stuff that they give. It's hard to stay awake on all that, but they know that. I mean, they're giving you the medication to, oh, I meant to skip one. They're giving you that medication, you know, they know that you're supposed to be out. And then they, you know, do their stuff they need to do. And once your infusion is started, they turn out the light. You can have the door closed or open. And then they just check on us, you know, every now and then. They do bring like a little sack lunch of like a sandwich or something. It's not anything that I can eat. But Big Daddy could eat like the fruit cup or something that they have in it. He can eat the sandwich too. But he usually don't. But there's usually like a sandwich, and a fruit cup or something like that. So he usually does eat the fruit cup because his blood sugar will be dropping. And we can take snacks. We just never really do. We do take drinks. I always make sure I have my big drink. But it's just a long day. And you know how a long day sitting in a hospital does. It wears you out. You know. So, yeah, my doctor has me on this medication that I'm taking these. It's 2 infusions back to back every 6 months. This medication is supposed to stay in your system. It's supposed to stay in your body for 6 months. I don't know about all that. But that's what they say. Just going by what they say. So we shall see. But yeah, it would just be a long day. And then by the time we leave there, it will be late afternoon. And so we will get something to eat and then go to our hotel. Because we are going to have to spend the night, because we have to be right back over there at 8:30 the next morning. So today I need to gather up my stuff that I'm taking with me to make sure I have all my supplies. I mean, you know, when you have a feeding tube, there's a lot of supplies that go along with that. A lot. And someone asked in the other video, whenever I'm getting my infusion, isn't the IV on a pole that rolls? Yes, it is. I don't know what I said to insinuate that it wasn't. But yes, it is on a pole. The IV pump is on a pole, and the pole does have wheels on it, just like my IV pole here at the house. Except the IV pump is a lot bigger, probably. I don't know, sometimes they have newer pumps and sometimes older pumps, so sometimes they're different sizes. And I don't know why someone asked that, unless they asked because I said I'll have to wake Big Daddy up to help me get to the restroom because all that fluid, because I get pre-meds, fluids, then the medication, and then fluids again to flush it on through. And unless they were asking about why would I have to wake Big Daddy up to help me, you have to unplug it from the wall, and it's very tight fit in that wall, and I can't always unplug things from the wall. Like, I can grab it and pull. I don't have enough strength to pull that out of the wall, so I do need his help for that. And then just pushing that pole around is difficult for me, so he will help me when I need to go to the restroom, and I need his help in the restroom anyway. So that's why I have to wake him up to go and help me. And plus, when I wake up, after getting all those fluids going through me, when I wake up and have to go, I have to go like exactly right then. There's no holding it. I'll be lucky to make it all the way to the restroom, okay? Yeah, that's part of life. That's part of it. I cannot hold it whatsoever. With those fluids going through me like that, it makes it even worse. So, anyway, I like this little pink and yellow dress that I'm doing. I also printed this out. Well, not this one. There's three different ones of this little girl. Not the same girl. Of these little Blythe doll puppet paper dolls. I guess they're paper dolls. Yeah. So there's three different ones, and so I printed those out because I was gonna let the little girl that I'm doing art with, let her pick one to color and put together, and she can enter that in the fair. I think there's one like child's toy, or it's probably several different categories that it could go in. So I let her pick one and put it together, color it and put it together, and we'll figure out where that can go in the fair. Her and her younger brother, River, they are in the same category, so their artwork is up against each other. And also Zeke and his sister Evie, they are both 14, and so their artwork is up against each other. So I try to help them. Some of their projects are the same, you know, but then I also try to help them have different projects, so it's not the same picture or same thing up against, you know, the same picture. So I try to help them, and like sometimes when they do have the same picture, I'll say, well, you could put this under one of them, you know, like colored drawing, and you could put it under wall hanging. And so their same picture is not in the same categories up against each other. So I help them figure things like that out. So they're not competing against each other so much. But some of them, they are in the same category, and, you know, that happens. But I try to help out where I can. This is a cute little dress, and I'm using pink and yellow on this. I don't know, I like those two colors together. I call those two colors together pink lemonade. Anytime that I have those two colors, pink and yellow, together. Now, I don't even like lemonade. I don't like lemon. I do not like sour. And I don't like pink lemonade. But I do call that pink lemonade. So I'm calling her a pink lemonade dress. And then I'm going to grab my pink. I went ahead and pulled the colors that I thought I was going to use on this. Oh, my hand is getting tired. Put my color on this and see how it turns out. Hopefully finish it up today, and then I'll have to cut it out. But I'll tell you what, my cutting skills are not so good. I've been trying to cut something else out that I had Big Daddy to print off for me, and it's sad. It is sad. And I've been practicing with some electric scissors that Lisa gave me. But it takes a lot of practice. Like, I don't have the technique down yet. I can't control them. And it's just wild. It's wild. It's wild for me. But I have been practicing with them, and one day I'll get it down. So I've been trying to just use regular scissors, and where are they, by the way? Is this what I was using? I don't have much to stick it through here. And so I just, try my best. I can't keep my paper. Like, I used to could cut stuff out all the time and just zip around it and cut. But this, like, I can make a cut, and then to open the scissors back up, they fall out. And I can't cut with my left hand. I'm not left-handed. I try, and it's just jagged and looks a mess, and then I just throw it away. And so, what was the point of even doing it? So I try my best to cut, but it doesn't go so well. I have been enjoying coloring, and even Big Daddy enjoyed coloring the other night and said that it was relaxing. And I'm definitely doing this, to relax and just create, helping get that creative bug out of me, because I love to create, and I'm most happy when I am creating, honestly. I've always just been creative, and whether it turns out well or not, that's not the whole point. The point is just doing it. The process of creating is what brings me joy, and what, I enjoy doing. Sometimes it may turn out really crappy, but I had fun doing it, and that's what counts. So what do you do when you just need to create? I know a lot of you guys crochet, some of you loom knit or knit, some of you do diamond painting, embroidery, cross stitch. I mean, I know there's so many crafts out there, and I know a lot of you guys do multiple crafts. I was going to try to crochet today, but I hit my pinky on a nail, and it is very sore. And so I'm just letting that heal up. But I snagged it on a nail on accident, and it hurt. It hurt pretty bad. So I need to let that heal up before I try to crochet. But I was going to try to, that was my plan, was to do a crochet WIP today. But instead I can do a coloring WIP. I guess that's the good thing about having multiple hobbies. And I know some people just don't understand that crocheting is difficult for me at this time, because I get lots of comments. And I delete a lot of comments because they're just mean. But it's not my regular viewers, it's viewers who just catch a video here and there, and they don't really know or understand, or, so, whatever. But yeah, I want to crochet, but it's very difficult. And so I am coloring, and I'm going to be working in my art journal to help me have sanity. To help me not go stir crazy with nothing to do. Like, I will always have to have a hobby, no matter what. I have to be doing stuff. I have to be creative. And people who are not creative or artsy, they, probably don't understand that. But I have to create some kind of way. And even my, I take photos of my doll collection and post those, and that is another creative outlet of mine also, because I like dressing the dolls in cute outfits, setting them up in different scenes or backgrounds, and then taking a photo of them and just kind of writing a little, not so much as a whole story, but a line or two to kind of set the scene or whatever. That is another creative outlet of mine also. So it's okay to have more than one. It's probably best to have more than one, because if something happens and you can't do one, such as if you all of a sudden lost all your fingers, you would want to have a backup plan. Have some kind of backup. Big Daddy's gonna have a long day at work today to try to get several days work done in one day. He has some deadlines to meet, and so he's got to try to get some of that stuff finished up. And someone did ask in a video, there was a comment wanting to know what kind of work Big Daddy does. He works at a drug rehab. He has been at this drug rehab for over 20 years. He used to work as a nurse tech in the nurses station, but now he does insurance work, certifications, and he wears a lot of hats, honestly. He is over the nurse techs, and so he has to train them, stay up on what they're doing, make sure they're doing things right. He is, what do you call it? Something officer. I forgot what it's called. Something officer. I don't know. He's also over safety and then he's over like insurance certifications and stuff, and keeping all their certifications there and making sure things are turned in, because they have certifications from every insurance company out there. And then there's this big overhead thing called CARF that you have to be certified through. The whole facility does, and so he's always having to meet deadlines and getting stuff like that certified. And if they don't meet all the requirements and everything, they get fined. So they're always dealing with large, huge fines, like $300 million for a fine. I mean, yeah, it's crazy stuff. So his job is stressful. He's always stressed. So coming home and coloring is a very good idea for him, because it helps him just de-stress and let all that go. I wish this was darker pink. I may have to look and see if I have a darker pink and just go over these, because I kind of wanted them to pop more. But now that I've already got so many colored this, well, let me just take a look and see if I have a brighter pink. I have some loose pencils here that I don't want to fall on the floor, so I'm going to lay them to the side. Okay, so what pinks do I have? I don't really want fluorescent. Sassy is my cat. The black one, she is laid up here in the chair beside me. This says hot pink. I'm going to sharpen it, so I'm just going to use a pencil sharpener real quick. Okay, now let's see if I can't color these. This is a pale pink. I was hoping it would be a brighter pink and these little hearts would pop a little more. Here comes the garbage people, the garbage truck. Phoebe may jump up and start barking. Phoebe, it's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. She's under her cover asleep, but she just wants to say, hey, there's somebody out there. Can you check? Because I'm in the bed. She's in her puppy bed over here on the bed. Oh, Phoebe, it's okay. It's okay, baby. And all that, and she's still under her blanket. It is like 72 degrees this morning. And it is 7:42 a.m. at the time that I am recording this. I'm afraid it's going to be another hot summer. I hope it's not as hot as last summer. Last summer we had weeks of over 100 temps, 100 degrees. every day with just no break, no rain, no break in that whatsoever. And it was so hot. It was too hot to function outside of air conditioning. I hope it's not that hot this year. Oh, that's cute. Little flowers. And then I'm going to color this headband yellow. Like I said, for this, I'm just straight coloring, not shading or highlighting. Although on the skin, I might do a little shading. But I hope you're enjoying your day, whatever it is you have going on. So I do realize that I do have a lot of new people here who probably aren't familiar with everything that I have going on in my life. So I was thinking about doing a little hello introductory video of just, you know, kind of explaining who I am, what's going on, what chronic illnesses that I have, and all that kind of stuff. So I was thinking of doing that. Because I think there's several new people here that, you know, are probably wondering, what happened to that woman's fingers? Why does that woman have a feeding tube? So it's just so much, right? So I think I will do that this coming up month in June. I mean, can y'all believe May is almost over? Like, yeah, this week and May has gone bye-bye. Then it will be June. Oh, you know, you remember when you were little and time just took forever? And now time just zooms by? Yeah. I guess that's a sign we're getting old. I don't know. Time is just going so fast. Needs to just slow down or just, I don't know, I'm just trying to enjoy my time and not rush through things and just not take things for granted either. I think so many times we just take so much for granted, not realizing, you know, that it is things we need to be thankful for. I have so much to be thankful for. I can't even count all my blessings. I can't count that high. But I am very blessed. And I'm thankful for my blessings. And I hope that you're very blessed too. Now, we all have ailments, and disabilities and sicknesses to a degree, but we still have things to be thankful for. We still have blessings, you know? We do. So keep that in mind anytime that you're feeling down and thinking about things going wrong, but what all goes right? Think about all that. Think about the things that go right, not the things that go wrong. But I'm so enjoying coloring. I really am. And I'm so glad that you guys that are here with me were just so supportive of that and just are still here with me. That means so much to me. It really does. Sometimes it's overwhelming to think about how blessed I am. Sometimes that is just overwhelming to think about all that. And sometimes I might cry, but it's not sadness, it's happy. It's happy tears and just overwhelming tears of joy. Because I'm just so blessed. I have a lot to be thankful for. And I'm sure you do too. So why don't we do that in the comments? I do want you to tell me what you have going on, today. What's your WIP or, what's keeping you busy today. But also, tell me, let's do 3 things that you are blessed with. Okay, so I'm blessed that I have Big Daddy, but let's not do people. People's too easy, right? We can all name 3 people. That's too easy. No, let's think of something else. Okay, so my blessings. 3 things, not people. I am blessed. And see, I can't say to have you all because you're people. Oh, I put myself in a bind. Okay, I'm blessed. I'm blessed by YouTube. Can I say that one? I'm blessed by YouTube because without them, I wouldn't have you. I wouldn't have all you people. And my channel did not start out anything like this. Oh my gosh, no way did it start out anything like this. I never would have dreamed that I would have, knocking on 25,000 subscribers. Like, no, I just, that was never in my radar. Like, I was just enjoying sharing my LoomNet projects. I never expected my YouTube to grow or, it to be such a blessing. But it is a blessing. Without that, I would not have you guys at all. And I will tell you that my YouTube does bless me in other ways. It does bless me financially. My formula for my feeding tube is not covered under our insurance. There's a clause in our insurance, Blue Cross Blue Shield, that says it does not cover tube formula. That's the clause in it. There's nothing that can be done. We've looked at all the angles and all that. That's just the way it is. Okay, so I have to buy that myself. And formula can get really expensive. Now, I don't get the dose daily intake that I should get because I only get formula when Big Daddy's home and can hook it up and do all that. So, don't use as much as I really should use. But it does get expensive on, what I am able to intake. And so I'm able to purchase that with my YouTube money. And so that is a blessing. And any of my medical supplies, that either insurance doesn't cover enough or insurance doesn't cover at all. Because, insurance does pay like 80%. And then I pay 20% on things like my split gauze tape, syringes, all that kind of stuff. Now, ointments and stuff to go around my stoma of my feeding tube, that's all on me. I don't think insurance covers any of that because I don't get any of that through the supplies. But saying that, you know, they do cover 80% of some things like that. But they don't cover enough. Like they cover one box of the split gauze. There's too many days in the month for that mess, okay? And so they'll cover, you know, one roll of tape. Or I get one roll of tape and I pay my part and insurance pays their part. Whatever, you know, they just don't cover enough of the supplies. And so I do have to, you know, get all that stuff. And so I'm glad that I am able to earn some money on YouTube to help cover that kind of stuff. And it takes a little pressure off of Big Daddy. He has enough stress, work, and all that kind of stuff, and he doesn't worry about me and my health. And then if I'm able to cover some medical supplies, it takes a little bit of pressure off of him. It does. And so that's a good thing. That is a good thing. And so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for YouTube for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons. Okay, I think this one, trying to decide which one I'm going to color. I think I'm going to go with this one first. It's beige. I do want to ask this question. If you use Prism colors, what pencils, what color do you use for skin? Or if you use any pencils, any color pencils, but tell me the brand and the name of the color that you do use for skin tones. I use multiple pencils. When I'm doing a page, I might use this color from Prism, this color from Prism, another color from Color, and this color from Crayola. I do that. And so I'm thankful that I have different brands, because sometimes I like a color from this brand, a color from that brand. So I did about purchase the that 24 pack of the skin tones in Crayola. I don't have it. Do I have one up here? I don't have it here close by me. I thought I had the package here, but I don't. Anyway, it's that 24 pack of skin tones. And so a lot of times I use those, and I've been using those, but I wanted to try to find something in the Prism. So I picked out beige, light peach, and seashell pink. Oh, is that another one? And I also got Deco Peach. I don't think that looked a little more pink to me. Yeah, I might do cheeks or something with that. But yeah, tell me what color, brand, and the name of the colored pencils that you use for skin tones. And I will try those. You know, if I have that brand, I will try and see. Okay, so YouTube is definitely a blessing to me. Definitely. I'm so blessed by that. Okay, what else is a blessing? And it can't be people. I'm trying to think of everyday things. I mean, there's so many things we could say that would be easy, such as, you know, our Lord, our faith, and stuff like that. Faith-based answers. But those are easy. Those are easy. We're trying to dig deep. Okay, so coloring has been a very big blessing to me. When I was struggling so bad with crochet, I mean, I was struggling. I was sad, and a lot of you did pick up on that, and you know that I was just sad because it was such a struggle. And I think when you have to struggle every day for everything you do, that gets to you. That gets to you very quickly. And I was sad. I was so sad because I couldn't crochet like I wanted to. I couldn't, you know, get the projects out like I needed to be able to do YouTube videos. I just was struggling really bad, okay? And then a lady named Kim Lewis created a Blythe Doll coloring page to go along with an event that's coming up in June, a Blythe retreat. And she created a coloring page for it. Now, I never got on the adult coloring book wagon. I never did that. Now, I used to do art, but I never colored in a coloring book. I was always painting on canvas or doing art journaling and just throwing any and all kinds of art mediums on paper and calling it art. But I never sat down with like colored pencils or crayons and colored. I knew it was out there. I knew people who did it, but I just didn't do it. And I don't have a reason why. I just had other things going on that was occupying my time. Okay, so this lady Kim, she created this Blythe coloring page. It was like mermaids. If you missed those videos, I do have a couple of videos, part 1 and part 2, of coloring that page. And so she put that page out, and I was just like, I emailed it to Big Daddy and told him to print that out for me. So he did. He printed a couple of copies, and I was going to give to the little girls to color. And then one day I was struggling, like, what am I going to make a video on? And I did know that there was adult coloring YouTubers. I hadn't watched them. I didn't watch any, but I knew that they were out there. You know, I had come across them as scrolling or searching for different things. I did see that was out there. And so this particular day, I was just like, what am I going to make a video on? And I set up my stuff and was trying to crochet, and I just wanted to sit there and cry because it was such a struggle, and I was so frustrated, and it was so hard. And I just thought, well, I'm just not going to be able to do YouTube anymore because I just can't crochet enough to make videos. And so I was just sitting here at my desk, very disappointed. And let me just say this, in coloring this, I don't have to stay in the lines because I am cutting it out. So I didn't want anybody to think, oh, she can't even stand the lines. But I'm gonna cut this out. Anyway, and the reason why I went on out of lines on that is because I couldn't see through my tears. Anyway, and so I looked over and I saw those pages of that mermaid Blythe doll coloring sheet that Big Daddy had copied for me. I saw those laying on my desk, and I had some colored pencils. I had some Crayola ones and some from Dollar Tree, and my little kids that do art with me, they had used those. I had got those for them to do projects for the fair, and so that's why I even had those. So I looked at that and I thought, well, I guess I could color that. I mean, whatever. I just got to do a video. And so I got those colored pencils and just started coloring on camera. And I knew I was going to get some comments. I knew that, it wasn't everyone's thing. But I also knew that it's all I could do. So many of you were so supportive. And I appreciate that so much. I am very thankful for your support. But saying all that to say that I'm so thankful for that coloring sheet. Now, I would say I was thankful for the lady who made it, but we're not allowed for these three things we're thankful for to be people. So, I'm very thankful for that coloring sheet. And those colored pencils that I had here for the kids that, was not even crossing my mind to use. And I just picked them up and used them that day. And it opened up a whole another world for me, okay? It brought me back to my art days. It was very relaxing, and my troubles just seemed to just melt away. And that was a good thing, because I needed to get rid of that stress and worry of not being able to crochet. Now, I can still crochet, but it's hard. Okay, it's hard. And like I said, I was planning on doing some crochet today and have a WIP crochet day, but I hurt that pinky and it is super sensitive right now. So I'm surprised it's not like a blood spot on it or something, because I hit that nail really hard. And I'm surprised it's not like, how sometimes you have an injury and it just draws blood up under the skin and you have that blood blister. I was kind of expecting that to happen, just the way it happened and how bad it hurts. Anyway, so I'm thankful for coloring. I'm thankful for colored pencils. I'm thankful for adult coloring books. I'm thankful for that coloring sheet that started it all. Okay? I am. I really am. I'm going to sharpen this pencil. I know I always say that, but I just like to give a little bit of warning so anyone, and it probably wasn't enough time on that one, to adjust their volume or hit mute for just a second or whatever it is they need to do. Because some people are sensitive to noises. I try to think of that, but then sometimes I might not give enough time, and I'm sorry for that. Okay, I got one more leg. I gotta do her face and her body. Okay, so I still need to come up with one more thing that I am thankful for, and it can't be people, because I could name off a whole list of people or faith-related, things, but we're trying to dig deep. I'm very thankful that we were able to get Big Daddy a vehicle. If you're new here and you don't know, okay, so for a long time we just had Big Daddy's truck. My car had tore up, and it was going to need like a whole new motor replacement, rebuilt and all that, and so we just had Big Daddy's truck for a long time, a couple years there. And then we finally, after saving and we just happened to find my little car, which is a little Kia Soul. Those cars, you can sometimes find those at very good prices, and they're good little cars, and they're very good on gas. And that was our criteria, is that we needed something good on gas, because Big Daddy's truck was drinking the gas like a gasaholic. It was so bad. Like, we were putting a lot of money in his gas tank. And he works like an hour away from home. So that's an hour there and an hour home, to come back home. And it was drinking the gas like crazy. So we had to have something that was good on gas. But anyway, we happened to find this car that was in our budget, and we got it. We had to act fast to get it before we lost it. And so I finally got a little car and had some freedom and was able to go some places and do some things. And then Big Daddy's truck broke down. And that's why we were on the look for a car, is because we knew that truck, with over 300,000 miles, we knew that truck was on its last leg. I mean, we had drove the wheels off that truck, put them back on, and was driving it some more, okay? It wouldn't even shift correctly. It was a lot of issues going on with that truck. But it finally bit the dust. And so we were thankful that, we had that little car that we just bought. But that also took my freedom away again. And yeah, I could take Big Daddy to work, but it's an hour there, an hour home, do whatever I'm going to do that day, and then an hour to go pick him up, and an hour to get back home. That's a lot. That is a lot. Even if you have good gas, it's still a lot on my body riding in a car that long. The vibrations are hard on my legs. So anyway, so then we were down to just hit my car again. And I was stuck at home again. And I was having, like a lot of doctor's appointments. And I really needed, Big Daddy was having to take off work all the time for my doctor's appointments, and that's not counting his doctor's appointments. Okay, he has doctor's appointments too. And so I felt real guilty about him taking off, you know, so much for my doctor's appointments. And one week I had 2 doctor's appointments, plus he had a doctor's appointment. And so we just did some rearranging and rescheduling, so we didn't have all those appointments in the same week. But I told him, I said, we've got to get another car. I mean, plus I have things I want to do and be involved in. And I don't really just want to be stuck at home all the time. So we were able to get him this little Jeep car. It's a little Jeep Cherokee SUV looking little car. Not really like an SUV, but like a little small, I don't know. We were able to get him that little car, which worked out wonderful. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for his car and my car, that I'm not a prisoner any longer. I would joke about that, okay? Big Daddy always texts me from work, like about mid-morning. He'll text and say, how do you feel today? And I'll text back something just completely stupid, okay? And so back when I was at home and couldn't go anywhere, I would say, he'd say, you know, how do you feel today? And I'd say, like a prisoner. That was when I, you know, would have cabin fever and wanted to get out of the house but couldn't go nowhere. I would feel like a prisoner. Sometimes he'll say, you know, like, how do you feel today? And I'll say, I don't know, I just put all kinds of weird, crazy stuff. You probably think I was even weirder than you already think I am if I was to tell you some of the things I put. I mean, sometimes I just lay it out there and say like a burden, because I do. But anyway, yeah. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for YouTube. So what's the 3 things I named off? YouTube, coloring, and our vehicles. I'm also thankful for our home and a lot of other things. But I was just trying to think of 3 things that I could share. So tell me in the comments 3 things that you're thankful for. And don't you name people, because that's too easy. I could have named 3 people right off the bat. I could have named 10 people right off the bat, right? So do that in the comments if you don't mind. Just name 3 things you're thankful for, and let's all read each other's comments down there and see what everyone is thankful for. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me some today. I've just been chatting away. It's over an hour. And I'm just chatting and yakking and rambling. But I do just enjoy spending time with you guys. And I know some of you enjoy spending time with me. I don't know about everybody, but I know some of you do. And some of you like the longer videos. And some people like shorter videos. And I know there's just so many videos out there that it's hard to just watch them all. It really is. And I appreciate you clicking on my video and spending some time with me today. I appreciate that so much, because I know there's so many videos you could have easily clicked on something else. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being my friend. I appreciate that so very much. I love you guys. Y'all mean a lot to me. I know some of y'all say that I keep you company. Well, you keep me company too. Even though, you know, I'm just here talking. But I read your comments, and I feel like I'm talking to you when I'm doing these videos. Like, although I'm just sitting here by myself. Sassy's in the chair with me. Phoebe's over in her bed, and Sissy is laying on the piano right over here by me. And so I feel like I'm talking to you guys. I feel like you're just here and we're just chatting. Although I can't hear you, but I can read your comments later. And I know that. I know that I can come back and read your feedback. Alright guys, so I'm going to let you all get going. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope that you find something today to do that brings you some joy and happiness, and that you are content. That's my wish for everyone, is just to be content with whatever your situation is. I know that, you know, some of you guys are homebound and can't get out or can't drive and can't go places or whatever, and you have to rely on other people to bring you stuff. But I hope that you do have things there to keep you busy and to help keep you content and happy. And I have just really enjoyed coloring this girl. I'm going to color her shoes black. I've got to color her face and a little mouth. And I think I'm going to give her black hair. That's my plan. I have my black already out. So I will share this on another video. I mean, I could keep coloring, but it would probably end up being a 2-hour video, right? I don't know. One day we should do that. And just color and see how long a video ends up. I don't know. You want to do it now? I don't know what you have going on today. I'm going to sharpen my pencil, okay? Warning, the sharpener. You know, I could keep yakking, and if you need to go, you can. I understand. I totally understand this is a long video, but I think I will just keep coloring and chatting a little bit. And the ones who can stay, and the ones who need to go, please don't hesitate. I appreciate you stopping by. Okay, so if you're still here, let's just keep chatting. I really like these big-headed dolls, the Blythe dolls. They are fun dolls, and to me, they're like an art doll. I like to, you know, dress them and give them kind of like a little personality. And to me, that is an art. To be able to see, to look at a doll, dress her a certain way, and give her a bit of a personality. And that reminds me, I need to, today, another thing I need to do is probably pick out a couple dolls to take with me. I always take dolls with me. I always have a doll in my purse. Now, sometimes I might pull them out and take a photo somewhere, and sometimes I don't. It just depends if I see a photo op situation or not. You know, and then sometimes Big Daddy says, hey, look, that looks neat. You want to pull over there and take a picture with your dolls? He's very supportive like that, and I appreciate that in him. But, so I need to go see what clothes Bettina even has on and probably change her clothes and get her ready. And she could go with us. Bettina would probably like to do that. So I'll probably do that today also. Go in the doll room, empty my bag of dolls that I have packed up right now. I don't know who is in my bag, my doll carrier bag, and then see who's in there, who might want to go in there and go with us in case I see a photo op. And Bettina, if you don't know who she is a poodle doll from Japan. She was created in 1966, and so she is a vintage doll with a poodle head. And she is my emotional support dog. I just love being silly like that and saying things like that. But she is my emotional support doll. And so my dolls come in very handy for me in different ways, such as they are a way for me to get out some creativeness and be artistic with them in the ways, say, I dress them, or a background or a scenery that I might set up, or even a little story, couple lines that I might make up and kind of set a scene, you know. But also, I do have chronic pain, and my dolls are an escape for me. They help me take my mind off of that. And I see that coloring is kind of working the same way with me. It gives me something to focus on. And crochet did also. But I needed something besides crochet. You know, I needed another outlet to help me take my mind off pain. Because the crochet was painful in itself. And it made my hands hurt really bad. And I was trying to just, you know, crochet anyway. And so the dolls do serve a couple purposes for me. The artistic outlet and just the escape from the pain. You know, even if that escape isn't very long, it helps take my mind off of the pain. So I'm not just constantly thinking about how much pain I'm in. So that's the main thing, is to have something to help distract from that pain. Because you can go absolutely crazy without pain relief, right? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? If you experience that kind of pain. Some people haven't, and so they don't understand. And it's not their fault they don't understand. I'm very thankful that they don't understand, because that means they're not in pain. So some people don't get it. They don't understand. And that's a good thing. Don't hold it against them if they don't understand. Be happy for them. I'm happy that some people just do not get it and do not understand. But anyway, that's some of the ways that I use my dolls and ways to distract from health issues. Sassy has been very, very clingy, really for the last few days, but like this morning, she is on me already, just like, she acts like she owns me. She's here in the chair with me, asleep, and if I get up and go to another room just walking around the house. She's with me every room that I go to. And then I, do whatever I gotta do. And I come back in here and sit down, and she has to get right back up in the chair with me. 'Cause she has to be right with me. The bad part about that is Phoebe is the same way, and she really thinks she's supposed to be with me too. So she gets her feelings hurt to see Sassy up here. But they don't want to be up here together. Phoebe doesn't want Sassy up here. I was thinking I might come back and do a little shading. But really and truly, I'm just want to put some black on the paper. So I'm going to get my black colored pencil. I'm going to drink a tea real quick. And to test this out, I'm going to go ahead and do this shoe. So she has these black shoes on. I'll call it a strap. Can you guys see in my own camera? I hope so. So I was going to color their shoes black, and I was going to give her hair a go at black. I started to do it gray, and I thought, no, let's give her some black hair. Which these Blythe dolls, you can give them any color hair you want to. You can give them green hair, blue hair, pink hair. And she would be cute with hot pink hair. I do have a little Blythe doll, a midi Blythe that has pink hair. So that's an option too. Anyway, I got my package, not a package, a booklet. A booklet in the mail from our local library system. And so I had signed up to get this booklet where they list all the programs they have, activities they have. And so it lists, like the children's stuff, teens, and then the back lists all the things that they have going on for adults. They do have a lot of things going on for adults. And so I was kind of looking through there and seeing what I might want to go and join in on, because I want to do more stuff as my body allows. Now, sometimes I'm just hurting so bad I can't go and do, but if it's a good day and there's a program happening at the library, I want to write it down so that I can look and see, do I think I can do that today? So I was looking through that, and there's so many things. And so I asked Big Daddy, I said, hey, they have a writing club where you write. And I mean, I'm sure people of all levels are in that. And so I said, let's go to that. Now, I don't particularly write, but I do want to write in my journal, my art journal, that videos that are coming up. I do want to write in my art journals, and I want my art journal to represent me. I just gave that a very light layer on that shoe. So I might have to move my hork. He's in the way. I do want to write in my art journal, and I want my art journal to represent me, but I also want it to be positive. But, life is, sometimes you have things that you just need to say and get off your chest and then get on about your life. So there may be things in there that I write that may not be the happiest. Might be a rant that I paint over, and nobody will ever read it except I know it's there and I got it off my chest, and then I can move on. But I've been asked so many times if I would write my story, and not that I'm really considering doing that, but it is in my mind. I don't know. I don't know about, like, what would I even do with it if I wrote it down? I don't know. I think that's one of my biggest things is, what would be the purpose of it? So I don't know. That's why I haven't done anything, because I don't know what the purpose of doing that would be. But I do want to write in my art journal. And Big Daddy writes short stories. He has been writing for years. And so tomorrow, Thursday, he is supposed to have a reading of one of his short stories. I told him, not a sad one, but I think all his stories are kind of sad. But anyway, I told him definitely not one where a dog dies. And he said, I only have a couple where a dog dies. I'm like, do not read that on my channel. I don't want a dog dying story on here. I cannot watch a movie or anything if I know that dog might die. Or if it's going to be a sad situation with a dog. Nope. Or cat, any animal. I mean, I just love animals in general. But anyway, so they have this writing club. And it just says hone in on your craft. So I'm sure it's people of all levels of writing. So I told him about that. And I said, you want to go? We can both go do that. And he said, yeah. And so we figured out what day. And it starts at like 5:30. So he would need to leave work just a little bit early, which he said he could do that. He could leave work about 4:15, swing by and pick me up, and we can make it there on time. So I think we're going to do that. And so I was looking through, different activities. They also have some craft things for adults, some craft workshops, some painting workshops. So I think I'm going to check more into that. Now, some things you have to sign up. And here is my drawback. I wouldn't want to sign up and take a space, because sometimes the space is limited. So I wouldn't want to take a space and then the day of the event wake up and realize that my body is not cooperating and I'm not going to be able to get dressed and leave the house. I would feel very, very guilty that somebody who wanted to go take that workshop missed out on it because I had signed up. So that is a drawback and something for me to think about, because I would never want to knock someone out of a place and then me not be able to go and do it, right? That would just be wrong. So if I signed up, I would probably try to make myself go, even if I felt bad, because I wouldn't want to be one of those people who signed up and then didn't attend, didn't show up. Anyway, I don't think these shoes look so good. may come back and do another layer. And I think this one's darker than that one already anyway. But let me start on her hair. And I'm just going to do small circles, a light layer. We're supposed to be getting rain. I don't know exactly what time it's going to start, but we're supposed to be getting rain. And guess what? It is showing rain on the radar for my town for like all this week, the weekend, all next week through next weekend. And we just don't need that much rain, okay? Plus, it makes the mosquitoes so bad. But we don't need that much rain. That's a lot of rain. Oh, I think the black hair is going to be cute on her. Oh, yeah. I like the yellow ribbon with the black hair. Actually, I think that looks good together. So are you involved in your library? You have a local library? Do you do any events? I know I'm asking a ton of questions. Feel free just to answer everything as you can. You can make new comments and answer. Do you participate in any events at your local library? And what are they? I know some libraries have crochet or knit club. And I did see that my library might have two different things with yarn going on. They might have the crochet club, which is called Books and Hooks. And then they have another one that's called Yarnia or something like that. And it is for any, it's not just crocheting, it's for any, like embroidery, knitting, crochet, any kind of art like that. So, and I don't know if it's hosted by the same person or not. But she is a very nice lady. The one who does the crochet and chat, she is very nice, very friendly, very helpful in the library. I always see her, being so helpful to people. So I don't know, she might host this other one also. I'm not sure. And I think that might be a new thing because I didn't see it in the months past when I looked online at the events. But then I had signed up to get the mail out. And so I got that in the mail yesterday. And it's a very nice put together piece. Let me see. Isn't it right here? What do I do with it? Yeah, here it is. So it's called Cattails from the Ouachita Parish Public Library. And so it lists all the different activities that they have going on. And then in the back, it lists the adult programs. Now we have lots of branches. I know that probably creates a glare. I don't know if you can read that or not. But we have lots of branches. And so it tells what the event is, what time it is, what location it is, and I can go to any of those library branches, and then it gives a little description. So there's Adventure Movie Matinee, where they have a movie. Poverty Point. Now that is a place over closer to Mississippi, but it's in Louisiana, and I don't know, they must just have a class on it, just talking about it or something, because I've seen it listed a couple of times. Houseplants. What is on your bucket list? I'm not sure what they do. Come and join us to discuss what's on your bucket list. Tell us what trips you've crossed off your list and what trips you plan to take. Refreshments will be served. That might just be a way to meet new people. So I don't know. I don't really have a bucket list. I just take each day, day by day. A hot dog adventure at the library. What in the world? Oh, the owner of Coney Island will be discussing his remarkable journey. Chris's story goes beyond making chili cheese hot dogs in the Arklamis. It's about being a role model, mentor, and promoting community changes. That's interesting too. A Cattails Guild. I think that's a game. It says join us for our D&D one-shots. And I think that might be like Dungeon and Dragon game thing. I know nothing about that, and I don't think I want to know anything because it sounds like a very detailed brain game where you have to do a lot of thinking. A honeybee care and honey and a hive setup. Elijah would love that. Escape room. It sounds like that might be something interesting. Can you accomplish your mission before the time runs out? Test your metal in the escape square. Space is limited, so you have to call and reserve for that. Ceramic art, so I'm not sure what that is. I guess it's ceramic, right? Board game night, hooks and books, crochet club. How to drive 1,000 miles, I have no idea. Discover Yellowstone National Park with Rocky Brodo. Boudreaux. Money Smart, Adventures with Washi Tape, Dollar Tree Hacks with Angel. I guess that's her name. But this is all adult too. And then there's a book club open house, Adventures of Yesterday and the Story of the Washita River, Poverty Point, Adult Dungeons and Dragons, Bingo Bonanza, Right Club, Timeless Movie Club, Summer Gardening with Plants and Vegetables, Movie Matinee, Day Trip Adventures in Monroe, Thursday Craft Club, Chronicles of Yarnia. That's what I was thinking of. Chronicles of Yarnia. It says learn crochet basics or bring your own projects. All types of needlework are welcome. The club promotes conversation, collaboration, and creativity. And so that's an afternoon thing, like from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. And the other one, the crochet one, is in the early afternoon at like 2 o'clock. There's vase painting workshop, herbs and spices, movies in the afternoon, adventure movie matinee, and now we're into July. Then it starts July. So this is all July. But that's all they have going on in June, which is a lot. And then those same things repeat in July. Some of the topics or different things might change, like, well, Poverty Point, watercolor postcards, so that's something I might want to go check out. And then there's the Right Club again, glass terrariums, Artist Corner, vintage thrifting, Dollar Tree hacks, Thursday Craft Club, bingo, and I think I'm going to try bingo. Paint by numbers. I might go to some of this crafty stuff. I think that would be good for me. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. If you don't, if you haven't checked with your library, you might want to check and see what your library has going on, because it sounds like my library has a lot of fun stuff going on. And so I'm going to check that out and see what I can get in on, because I do need to get out more and just be around people. So that's my plans. So I was wondering if any of you guys are already doing programs at your library. And if you're not, but you're interested, you should probably just call them and ask, do they have a list, which you can probably get online, and find the adult programs for your library. If your town has a library. And if they don't have the programs that you're interested in, maybe you could help start that. So I'm going to get my planner out, and where I keep up with all my doctor's appointments and stuff like that, and pencil in some of those things that I'm interested in and see what I'm able to attend. So I'll be letting y'all know about that. I hope to be able to attend some things and just to meet new people. I love people. I love meeting new people, and I love talking to new people. Now, I've been going to that crochet club. I went to it twice. I didn't do much talking. Just kind of answered questions. I didn't talk and like really meet anyone just yet. And they don't know that I have a YouTube channel. I never tell anyone that. I never tell that. Like, some people who know me in real life, when I see them in town or something, they have no clue that I have a YouTube channel. That's just not something I tell people. And so, unless they happen to just know, then they know. But otherwise, I don't tell people that, and I sure don't tell strangers. And sometimes when people who I do know say they found out I have a YouTube channel, and they'll say, "Oh, I watched your video," and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, are you serious?" And I get embarrassed all of a sudden. I don't know why, but I do. I get real embarrassed. But yeah, the crochet club, and they don't have a clue that I have a YouTube channel. But anyway, guys, yeah, I've yacked and yacked and yacked. You get the idea of what this is going to look like. I will show a finished picture of it or later in a video. But I am going to let you get going, because I feel like I'm holding you hostage. And we don't want to do that, do we? I want you to go and enjoy your day and do things that make you happy and bring you joy. And just enjoy your life, no matter where you're at. Whether you're sitting in a chair and can't get around, then have things brought to you so that you can just enjoy that time. Enjoy sitting in that chair and enjoy your life, no matter where you're at. A lot of times we have to reinvent our life, reinvent things that we're able to do. Like, I have to do that all the time. I used to be a go person. I used to be so busy in lots of different areas, like homeschooling. I used to be so busy in the homeschool community. Oh my gosh, I've done so many things in that community, such as anywhere from newsletters, setting up co-op classes, like organizing the co-op and co-op classes, making sure all that was doing, organizing play dates and events, different events for different age groups, mom's night out. I mean, I used to be so busy doing all that, and as my health declined, and I had to, just realize that I can't do all this. I've had to, like, slow my roll and find my place in other things. We used to do dog club, dog training classes, and that was a fun activity that we did as a family. But, I had to slow my roll. Unfortunately. Oh gosh. But, as my health has declined over the years, I've had to rethink, okay, I can no longer do this, but I can do this over here. And so it's kind of like redefining my life, or just reinventing. I mean, I'm still the same person, but my activities might change because, I lost all my fingers. I can't quite do the things I used to do. My chronic pain is worse. I can't go and be involved in some of the activities I used to do. Like, I don't want to be in charge of nothing. I want to be an attendee, okay? Oh gosh, I don't want to be in charge. I want to be an attendee. It's my time to attend. I've been in charge for far too long. I lived that life in several different communities, right? And so I just want to attend and enjoy. And my main thing is I don't want people to depend on me, because I never know how I'm going to wake up. When you have chronic illness, you might go to bed feeling okay, and you might wake up so sick the next morning you can't move. You just don't know how you're going to wake up from day to day. And so I don't want people depending on me, and then I wake up having a flare and can't function. So that's where I'm at. I don't want to be in charge and people depending on me. I want to just be an attendee where I can attend if my health allows. And if my health is not allowing me to do it, I'm sad that I can't attend it, but I'm not letting other people down, right? I don't like to let people down. And I just talked your head off today. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I know I've already said all this so many times, but I really am going to go because here it is almost finished coloring this. You can just imagine, and I'm trying to speed up a little bit, and I probably shouldn't. But you can just imagine what this does look like. I think she's cute. I like the little black hair. And I may go back and add some details. I got to do her mouth and her eyes and just add a few details on here. Probably another layer on her shoes. I think they need to be a little darker black. But Sassy has been in this chair asleep this whole time. She has not even moved. I just felt her leg twitch. Yeah, I think she's cute. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for an hour and 45 minutes. If you're still here, I love you. If you had to go, I still love you. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Remember, it is a beautiful day to enjoy your life. Love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video, friends. Bye, guys.